Thank you. The Dark Knight starts off and you're really confused because the bad guys are on the same team but they're shooting each other. You're confused with Skyfall too, but it's because the good guys are shooting each other. When you're first introduced to our main character, it's dark and stuff, but you know it's Bond because he's cocked and loaded with his pistol ready to shoot to kill. But it's clearly not Batman because he doesn't believe in gun violence. Not to say he doesn't let his vehicle exercise the Second Amendment though. Both heroes have a car that could shoot bullets at their enemies. The Tumbler dishes out what it could take and it's bulletproof and everything. With the Aston Martin, it's not necessarily a car I would recommend for a drive-by shooting. After a long day's work, two of them have a nice little piece of property they retire to. Their houses are pretty big square foot wise, but Bruce hires a senior citizen to spray Windex every once in a while. James hires an old guy too, but he's there for security purposes. And both of them are paranoid as hell. They have these secret passages in their home, so if worst case scenario happens, they could quickly escape to safety. At least James Bond shares his when other people are in danger. Bruce is only out to protect numero uno. Staying on the subject of secrets, there's this secret hideout where Bruce does most of his paperwork and only Alfred and Lucius know about it. MI6's headquarters is a secret too, but there's tons of reviews on Yelp for it, so everybody knows the address. When this terrorist starts targeting political officials, things get kind of crazy. Joker kills 2 out of 3 of his targets, and that's not bad if we're grading on a curve because Silva is 0 for 1. Aware that it's about to get real, James meets up with this young white kid for new weapons, and Bruce does the complete opposite and meets up with an old black guy. Both crime fighters are able to find the hitman by studying the shrapnel left behind from the bullet shot by the assassin, which lets you know they don't just use muscles from the neck down in this movie. There's a part where the hero takes a trip to China and has to break into a heavily guarded high-rise. Batman has to fight his way past all these security guards, which doesn't sound like much, but it is because they all know Kung Fu. When Bond gets there, the bad guys have already done all the dirty work for him. After that, Batman throws the criminal out of the window so he could face justice, and Bond takes the law into his own hands, but he can't hold on to the law and the criminal's hands at the same time. As violent as the job seems at times, these guys do keep an active social life to get some work-life balance. Both attend nightclubs every once in a while, but when Batman goes, it's to pick a fight. When Bond goes, it's to cover the 2-drink minimum over and over again. Also, both have interesting love lives. Bruce likes his women European, Bond loves European women also, but he's been known to catch jungle fever every now and then. Nonetheless, pimping is easy for the two of them, but the biggest difference is Bruce prefers groups with a swinger type approach, and James does his baby making one at a time. As fun as this may sound, someone could actually get hurt. For example, the hero's at this rich people party and some thugs start jumping them. The girl in Skyfall jumps into the fight and the girl in The Dark Knight jumps out the window. As for how our villain spends his time,
be aware, the image is disturbing.
We should warn you, some viewers might find these images disturbing.
Both films have footage that may be disturbing where there's an innocent bystander being tortured on TV. As a result, Joker tells the viewers that until Batman reveals his true identity, he plans on killing 1 person every day. Silva says he'll get 5 people killed every week because he doesn't work on weekends. When we finally meet the villain in The Dark Knight, it's pretty cool. He's all like,
"You wanna know how I got these scars?"
No thanks, because every time you tell the story, it's a different story.
"You wanna know how I got these scars?"
I'm guessing they were self-inflicted. All jokes aside, when the heroes and the villains come face to face, there's some serious tension in the room. The only difference is the tension in Skyfall is sexual. The bad guy kidnaps the hero's girl. Over here, Batman has to choose between saving the woman he loves or saving the man sleeping with her. Easy. Over here, Bond has to choose between saving the woman he loves or himself. Easier. Then the villain gets arrested on purpose as part of his master plan. Silva's the bigger genius because he gets a private prison and can drop the soap as many times as he likes without any repercussions. The good guys start talking junk because they think they got the bad guy right where they want him, but it blows up in their face in Skyfall. In Dark Knight, it literally blows up in their stomach. He gets away, but luckily the facial recognition software is state of the art in this movie. But the one in The Dark Knight is currently down at the moment. The bad guys wear policeman Halloween costumes and it's hard to find them. At one point in the movie, there's a courtroom scene where a firearm makes his way past the metal detectors. Harvey Dent laughs in the face of danger, like Simba or something, and it doesn't faze him. But in Skyfall, goodness gracious, dead bodies everywhere. Later, the law enforcement mentor of the hero dies, but Commissioner Gordon's death is a sick April Fool's joke. And at the end, at least 1 person gets stabbed. Alfred new school stabs Bruce in the back by not telling him that Rachel didn't love him anymore. And Bond old school stabs Silva in the back with a knife. So one day, like a third of the Avengers and the top 2 DC dudes are chilling playing Go Fish. And then out of nowhere, Hawkeye says, "Hey guys, you wanna hear something funny?" Everybody's like, yeah, whatever, right? Then Hawkeye's all like, "Thor Baba's so fat." I asked her what she wanted for dinner, and she was like, all of it. I mean, when I looked at Thor, I couldn't really tell if he was mad or not, but usually Avenger dudes know how to take a joke, so I don't know. After that, Thor jumps in and he's all like, yo, I'ma let you finish, but Nick got the ugliest mama of all time. Everybody laughs except Iron Man because Thor stole his joke. Then it gets really, really quiet and Nick turns to the hero that Gotham deserves and says, your turn, Batman. Then Batman got that look on his face and he's all like, honestly, I really don't want to play this game anymore. Me either. Hey guys, Couch Tomato checking in. And I recently made a movie fan site and it would mean the world to me if you guys checked it out and let me know your feedback. It gives my fans a chance to catch up with their favorite movie characters from the past with fictional Where Are They Now articles written by yours truly. Pointing at myself right now. And you get a chance to catch up with your favorite movie characters from the future with fictional Where Were They Then articles too. With this digital newspaper, you get to see content you grew up with over the last 6 months, but who's counting? And you get more regularly scheduled comic strips like the Yo Mama one if you click on the comic strip section. Lastly, we all get a chance to pour out some liquor by reliving some of the death scenes from the saddest moments in cinematic history when you check out the obituary section. Hashtag Cinematic Lives Matter. Head over to CouchTomatoNews.com ASAP and remember to suspend your disbelief before you do. And those are 24 reasons these movies are different, so truth or dare, like and share, leave a comment under there. If you don't, that's not fair. This thing took a week to prepare. But I'm not a rapper though.